Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Stretch Run at Dark. It's dark here on the East Coast. It's dark where Oldie's at. It might be a little light out where Justin's at still, but we're going to give this a roll here. We got Remington Park tonight, opening night. We're going to do their Primetime Pick 4. We've also got some Emerald, Justin. They start late, so bonus added surprise there. We do have the video for that. And we'll probably look at some stuff for tomorrow. Hell, we may even look at Australia racing. Who the hell knows what we're going to do tonight? Thank you all for joining. There are at least 11 of you waiting for us tonight, which is cool. So if this thing becomes a thing, maybe we'll do this on Wednesday nights. Remington runs Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. Obviously, we're not going to do Saturday because we're going to be on during the day. Stretch Run will be on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Justin and Oldy at 1. I'll be on at 2. David Harrison in the 3 to 3:30 p.m. time slot. We got King's Plate. We got Patches O'Houlihan. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Gentlemen, how we doing? Oldy, you feeling better, buddy?
A little better. Today I'm on the upswing.
On the upswing. Nice. Oldie's still on the vets list, waiting to be cleared to get that first workout in. Greg McSorley, good evening to you. Justin,
Hi, Bruno tapped up to rate my workout too.
All right. Justin, how are we doing on the left coast, buddy?
It's good. I'm not sitting at Del Mar, although I wish I was. Dude, we just finished 6 months, I think, straight of baseball. So last night was the last game. It's good. We're gonna play late pick 4 at Remington. Dude, race 3 had $100 winner, and race 4 had like a $65 winner. The pick 4 paid, I think it was a pool scoop. It was like $24,000. It might have been 2 tickets, but I think it was a pool scoop.
Yes, I had the 7 in race 3. I got beat at the wire. I got beat with Linda's Gift, so that was great at Del Mar. Tiago Pereira, by my count, looked back 7 times during the running of the race and waited till Rispoli got within 2 lengths, which is stupid. So coaching class was somewhat of a bust with that. I did end up getting the last, but my pick 3 did not hit because Linda's Gift, much like Linda's Gift in the NYRA circuit, took it to me. So Brad Anderson, oh my God, Brad Anderson is up. What is going on, Brad? I figured he would be in bed at this point in time.
I know.
But yeah. he is with us. So
he must not have an early tea time tomorrow.
No. He's got an agenda for tomorrow, I'm sure. So, Oli, I'm going to add you up to the stage, and let's see. Remington, I got a pick 5 in play here. I had the 5, 6, and 8 in leg 1. I'm single to the 1 here in the next. In the pick 4, however, I went opposite, and I left out the 1. I went 2, 3, 4, and 6, and I'm singling the 4 in the next. I find the 4 in the 8th race very interesting. 12 to 1 morning line, 7 to 5 ED morning line, 40% win percentage, and is the long shot. So I will defer to you, gentlemen. Hello, Al. Welcome.
I'll put your ticket up here. So give me a second, and I'll make a screen for it, and so everybody can see what you're playing here. Except for, how did I mess that up? Because I'm on the wrong day. That would be how I messed that up. After dark also means out of sorts, apparently, for me. So this is my ticket.
Is it dark? Wait. Is it only? So I looked at this sequence, so I'm curious for us to go through. We have about 9 minutes, but is it actually dark in Chicago at 9:15 right now? Okay. Yeah, I didn't. I was more curious. All right, that's your ticket. The
We just got a scratch, Chris, at
the
in
6. I didn't have the 6. I thought the 1 was either a single oldie or I thought you could go 1, 2, 4. But you're singling the 1. Not surprising.
No.
Big win percent, right?
no. This isn't my ticket. I'm putting Chris's ticket up right now.
Okay, I got you.
Where is the scratch oldie?
Chuck, good to see ya.
Race 7, the 6 horse, I believe it is.
Yeah, I think you had the 6, Chris, in your pick 4, so you might want to. Well, you're gonna get the 1 in your pick 4 because you didn't use the 1. Didn't you say you had the 6 in race 7?
Correct,
So if you leave it, you just get the 1. But maybe you're fine to do that at that point. I don't know.
Chuck Brower, winner today with Boss Tweed at Saratoga. He's got a full
Wait,
belly
didn't he
from
win 2 in a
Colonial
row?
and a lot
He
of
won 2 days in a row.
Yeah, 2 days in a row, Chuck. That's amazing. I love that. I've owned is very limited horses, but that's very cool.
Brad, maybe digging into a little bit of the spirits tonight. Memories.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So good stuff. We're free form tonight, folks. So whatever you want. I got cold pizza. We got stuff to drink. It's all good. We
just went to warm pizza.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah. All right. We have how much time? 8? It's 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So I mean the 1 looks like a solid favorite, but it is a money burner, and it does not have any speed. So one of these horses could potentially get away and give you a big upside, or decide to take back and show that it can rate. But I thought the 2 has a decent shot here.
I was on 1. I'll let you keep going, Oldy, just because we're short on time. I think the other race is a little more interesting. I used 1, 2, 4. Yeah. My ticket's $67.50. Keep going. I might play a little cheaper though.
I played all, and then I played. So I played the 4 who Chris singled, the 1. I did find this 8 horse, who is 2 of 3 at the distance. A horse that definitely should outrun the odds and could be your bomb here at 6%. Won last time out against 50s, so this is a slight step up, but it's beaten 54s in the past, and just needs to be near the lead and get the right trip here. But if that happens, and this horse seems to like that distance, 12-1 seems like a fair price to me.
It is a fair price for sure.
Yeah,
I used the same there, Oldie. I thought that race was tough on the turf.
Yes.
But I have the same. I went 1, 2, 4 in the first leg, and then the same there in race 8. But so keep going.
Race 9, I almost singled the 6, but I decided to play a top Scotty pick over top win percentage. So the second time starter for Vance Hansen, I liked the way these works looked. Granted, they were before this effort here, but this horse just missed at 4.5, goes up to 5, and then the Gustafson first time starter was the other horse I liked here. I don't like the GSR, but
I don't like the name. Who names their horse John? I mean, Big John, Little John, Tall John, Fat John. I mean, there's like 100 different things. Just John. Okay.
I'm surprised that name wasn't taken.
Well, I'm sure if you go look it up, it's probably been used, but probably became available. So, yeah. All right, Ollie, where you at in the last? And then Justin, you want to put your ticket up there? We can flip over to you right after.
I'm 4-1 in the last. The top 2 E picks.
Yeah, all about the ass man for me here.
In the last?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you think of the 5 horse stretching out?
I tossed that horse completely. I just had to put it back up on the screen. It does have some speed. So, that even though the pace number doesn't think it's nearly as fast as the 4, which is, what concerned me a little bit. It did, it did break its maiden going 2 turns, though. So I think it can get 2 turns, not a problem. I just think from a class level that it might be a problem for this horse.
Yeah, but I agree on the 1 and the 4 for sure. So.
All right. As usual, we've got 2 tracks running tonight, and they're going to run right on top of each other. So just unbelievably awesome. Justin, you want to share your screen and put your ticket up?
Well, I'm trying. I did it on my iPad, and then I guess it didn't save. Hold on. I thought my ticket was 67. Give me a second. How much time do we have?
We have 2 minutes, probably a little bit more. Mike Saletta in the chat tonight. Mike won a contest today, $100 buy-in. Mm-hmm. He netted himself about $1,800. Very well done, sir.
Very nice.
All right, so let's see where are we at here. Looks like Remington, they're both at 2 minutes. Remington and Emerald Downs.
Yeah, Emerald is the adopted late Friday racing, Chris, for the last couple years.
Yeah, they started.
Meadows also at 2 minutes to post.
Oh, I didn't even look at that, but we'll stick with Remington here and kick this off and see how everything shakes out.
I guess I think it must be $90 is what I ended up at. I thought it was a little cheaper than that, but I guess that's what it is. Hold on. I did try to beat the 1-2 Oldy. I just thought, like, with tonight, and there's already been 2 prices, maybe it was worth a shot, was mainly. But I thought the 1 might be tough. I know, Chris, you singled in your pick 5. Yeah.
And I'm going to leave the 6 in, even though the horse scratched and I could re-enter my ticket, because if the 1 does win, then I get it for $1.
That's what I played there for $90.
Yeah, and I now have the 1 in race 1, leg 1, because the 6 scratched. All right, let's see where are they at. They're still showing Rich's pitches. I didn't see Kelly tonight, Justin.
What?
No.
Jeez. You and I, for everybody tuning in, I loved it. Andrew, I don't know why that would happen. Sorry, Chris, I was sidetracking. I don't know what that means, but
training when he was racing.
Feel free to jump in the chat, and I don't know what you mean. Happy to chat about it. But Chris, you and I play a lot of quarter horse Remington.
Right? Yeah, I like the quarter horse races here, but the thoroughbred beat is real nice here. For me, Remington's is all about Stuart Elliott, David Cabrera. You've got to figure out when you're going to use them, when you're going to fade them. They're going to win 40-some-odd% of these races between the 2 of them. So you've got to navigate around that. You can't, use them in every leg and whatnot, because the payouts are going to kill you. But you got to kind of figure out where you want to be. We've got this Remington, this race going off, so let's throw that up here.
It's been an amazing summer the last 2 months here. It's still beautiful here. I think it was near 80 today and sunny. And down here at Emerald, it's in perfect spot because you have the mountain right there.
Now comes Jazzy Love. Classic Leah, outside post. Classic Leah.
Race 2, Chris. They just started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And runners away. Off in tightly knit fashion, and Justin's Lady rushes off the mark to grab the lead with
That's a great name.
right behind. Here comes
What
Classic
horse is it?
Leah
The
on
2
gun
or the
from the
Yeah,
one?
it's
It's
the one, and it's a 3.5K claimer. You should claim that horse.
Jazzy Love alongside of that. Two more back to
You're
Keith
so
Leach
true.
and
I
Leda
should text my
as they
trainer right
race
now and
for
be
the
like, go,
turn.
please
On
play
the
him.
inside,
Too late, man.
Justin's Lady, just a nose in front. Classic Leah's right there to look her in the eye. Those two move together in their clear 4 from Blowing by You.
Speed always dangerous at
Jazzy
Emerald.
Love stirring 4 off the rail. Still 3 back to heat-seeking Leda with a quarter mile to go. They run to the top of the stretch. Justin's Lady is at the inside.
That horse on the
Leah
rail
the outside.
flying.
They come off the turn and run for home. Justin's Lady digs in.
Up the
Going
rail.
through
Yeah.
along the inside. La Puppies full of run late now. In deep stretch, opening up in the final 16th. La Puppies has taken over. La Puppies will cruise home to win it by a half dozen. The race for second, heat-seeking Leda to Justin's Lady. Blowing by You followed. Classic Leah and Jazzy Love.
Hello, Gary.
9 and 70.
Andrew, email me. We'll get it figured out. All right, let's flip over to Remington.
And they're off.
Good start. Gunning for the front from the outside, changed up. Has the advantage right now. Holly Dolly creeping forward right there second. A neck better than
Holly
Paparino
the Dolly.
to get to the back.
They don't look to be
Staying wide,
going
but very
fast
close.
at all.
That's Canada Candy. It is changed up by almost 2 now. Canada Candy battling with Holly Dolly for second. And Paparino inside fourth, only 2.5 off.
1 to 9
Just
on
under
that
5
one.
furlongs left. 23.34 seconds for the opening quarter mile. Midway on the backstretch, change it up in Wethy.
I need to
There by
reset
over
the
Holly
stream
Dolly.
here.
Mile to go to the
A little
outside.
choppy.
Candy still looms, just 2.5 back. Waiting inside, trying to find some space to go as they go to the turn. Is Paparino into the turn.
No, that's fine.
It
Come
is
on.
changed up.
One of
Outrun
these
by Holly
horses.
Dolly,
I didn't
only
use the
half a
3,
length
but
back.
used the 2
Aftercare
and
pulling
4.
away. They're up by 3, almost 4 now. Over Paparino and Canada Candy.
Here come the
No
1
answer
though.
To this point, quarter mile to go. The
Who's in
halfway
hand, though?
5.9 to the
Hopefully
top of
it'll
the stretch.
beat
Holly
this
Dolly digging in to find some more.
Speed has been tough here.
Change it up has led all the way until the top of the stretch.
Come on,
Runs is over
2.
now as
Keep
Holly Dolly
going.
is taking over. She's up by
Right.
3 and pulling clear. Inside the furlong mark, Paparino
Beat the
chasing,
1
trying
to
get up a
9,
better minor
guys.
award, but
Was
Holly
the 1 to
Dolly
9 might not even
to
finish
Diego.
second.
Holly
We should have
Dolly
played the
pulled this
exacta.
one by almost 4.5, 5.
Wow.
Boom.
The exacta going to pay
Good
good.
start.
Paparino
Yeah, that's-
third, well back
That's a great start.
to Canada.
Beating the 1, that means I'm single to the 4 in the next. All right.
When we were talking before this, right? And I thought that it's like, can you beat the 1 or the 4 in that sequence? And
Well,
that's I thought how it in Remington's so hard, Chris. I mean, playing quarter horse too. I mean, you have a $100 winner in race 3, a $65 winner in race 4, and like you said, it was opening night. I actually forgot about that, but Oldy, go ahead.
Okay,
So
further evidence of Brad maybe dipping into some alcoholic beverages. Doing a daily double at Remington. They don't have a daily double at Remington. Brad is the first 2 and the last 2. So he did win a Woodbine Mohawk. Don't know how that worked out, but maybe you get there. Maybe time to log out of the ADW. Chuck with the boom there. So all good there. Oldie, I've got you up. We're going to have obviously some time between races here. So unless you guys want to get into Charlestown, Gold Coast, or things like that, you want to flip over and talk about some Woodbine tomorrow, or Brad?
hold on 1 second. So
Woodbine, you got to let us know how that Woodbine double Works out.
First leg was a winner.
A winner. So if you go back to this one horse, we missed this and we didn't bring it up before, but you were talking about how you have to decide whether to use Cabrera or Elliott or not. Cabrera and Moquette are 0 for 23 going into this race.
I saw that, Oldie. That's I didn't, but I saw that when I handicapped it. Crazy, huh? Right? I mean, right there in the data, we skipped the first race pretty quick, right? But I think we all thought that the horse was vulnerable, right? I know we didn't talk about that much, but obviously spreading. I didn't use the 3, but yeah, 0 for 27 is pretty wild.
Yeah, we'll have to see what that 4 ends up with. The 12 to 1 morning line, 7 to 5 morning line. We'll get out there. Where do you want to go tomorrow?
Do we want to go tomorrow, or should we go to Charlestown? We're 3 minutes from, or actually 3 minutes from Charlestown, which is probably like 7 minutes. We could do a late double there. It's the last 2 races, so we could put together a late double if you want.
Sure.
But you do, in order to do that, you got to beat this 7 horse, or you got to find a straight double here.
Yeah, so let's look at what you got in the next. I mean, if you there was a daily double yesterday at Del Mar that was 5 to 2 over 2 to 5 that paid like almost 5 to 1. So that's not bad, but you got some options here in this last. I did play a Charlestown race tonight. Only if you scroll back, click back, not that one, not race 7, not race 6, keep going. This one. The one horse got in the stretch, saw the gate parked on the right side, headed straight towards the gate. 2 comes up, swoops, and win. Oh, that was, you're on the wrong one. It was the one horse that came in second. I think the 6 maybe.
Yeah.
Go to the 6th.
Horse, top of the mint.
No, the 6th. Go to the 6th.
The 6th. Okay. This one?
That. Yeah. Bolted towards the gate on the parking side of the stretch, and allowed the 7 to just make up enough ground to be the 3rd one. Yes, Gary, we will be on tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. Stretch Run will be live.
Yeah. All right. So, if you think
going solo, I gotta run and do something real quick. There's Justin.
All right. Looking at Charlestown.
You're good, Oldie. Go ahead. I was listening to you guys the whole time. I was just grabbing some water.
No problem. So Foxy Sista, negative 11% ROI, 39% on the horse to watch. Only 1 of 5 at the distance. So can you beat this horse? If you're looking for a double here, I'd be looking at maybe the 3 or the 5. Let's just
the long shot's 21 to 1 with Bosa Chica riding. Hits at 23%. Well, you were just talking about trainer jockey combo. Hits at 23% with a 4% trainer.
I mean, that's definitely one to take a look at there. And the 5 horse, the second pick, is 0 for 9. But I kind of like this 3 a little bit. It is coming from, it needs some pace to run into. Probably won't get it here, but I don't hate this horse at a 2-turn 7 for a long race versus this 7 horse who's kind of a muddy burner. And,
the one you just need the one to show speed there. Honey, please. Yeah, honey, please show speed. Because if they can duel and the 1 can press the 7, right? Then I think the 3, 4, 5, like you said.
Yeah. So let's look at like an $8 double here. I'm going to throw the 7 out. And we were talking 3, 4, maybe the 5.
Here's the second pick. No denying Dennis.
All right, let's see what we come up with here.
I mean, because the 354 are all dropping, Oldie. I mean, they're the top SOR.
And then I would be probably 752. But I just don't trust this 2 at all. But if it gets the lead and runs to the pace number, let's see what the race sim thinks in this race with the first call. So it thinks the 2 and the 6 are about as fast as each other. So I'm just going to go 5-7 in the last here. And then we're at $12 for a $2 double. I think that's what I'm going to do for Charlestown. Try to play against the big favorite there and hope that if I catch a price, I have the right horses in the next, that you can get a pretty decent double out of it. And let's see,
they're approaching the
yeah,
game. I'll pull up the sound.
Thank you.
I haven't played some Chucky Town in a while. My gosh.
Yeah, I know.
I'm playing I'm playing the 3-4-5 exacta and just tossing the 7. That 4-horse, the Scotty Longshot's like 30-1.
Yeah, and it has speed. It has some speed, too. That's crazy that they're 23%. That's probably all that Trainers wins.
Yeah, I know, for sure.
You got the audio going on, Justin?
Oh, yes. Hold on.
Where'd you guys end up here? At the town.
I played a 3-4-5 over 5-7 double.
Okay.
Yes.
Now starting to make her way towards her post.
I'm going to try and conjure up a
standing well.
late pick 3 at Remington.
Don't they have like a term for
the
late pick 3 too?
Pardon me?
You know how the pick 4 is the primetime pick 4. I'm almost positive they have some sort of marketing name for that late pick 3 too. Well, the 1 didn't go at all, so there goes our plan for stopping the 7. Seven gets a pretty easy lead.
No. You seem to have lost Justin.
Down the back stretch, the 7 stretching out the lead. 48 for a half mile, going 7 furlongs, but 2 turns.
Second and third, but
Better?
Foxy Sister still strong up top.
Yeah.
There we go.
6 lengths behind with Saffron,
Yeah.
Xanthi, and I hear Trainer coming. 1 furlong to go. Foxy Sister rips off the turn, still well clear coming down to the 16th pole, and it is a front-running tour de force
Yeah.
for Foxy Sister, who takes the Friday feature.
Knew we were in trouble the moment the 1 didn't go.
Over no to 9, Dennis,
Yeah.
and then Saffron with Xanthi.
All right. We got Emerald in 8 minutes.
Emerald race 3. Ooh, you got some quality horses here. 5K
Yeah.
claim.
Hey, could you hear the race?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it wouldn't I couldn't change it. And then, sorry, I kicked off my camera and I had to leave the studio and come back. So I apologize. But I couldn't hear you guys. So, okay.
All right. So Emerald 5K claimer. The lightest horse in this race is 6, who's over 4 a lifetime. You have the 5, who's at 5-2, who's over 6 lifetime and never in the money.
Never.
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 Wow.
And you have the money burning 3, who has been in the money 11 times, but no wins out of 17 races.
Okay.
How do you like the 7, the money bag? 0 for 9 in the money 3 times. Almost won at this level a couple times. Been a length back a couple times. Let's see. So what else do we have here? The 1, you pretty much have the same thing everywhere except for the 6 has never run at all. It is stretching out to a mile. I don't think I could take 5-2 on the. Well, let's see who the trainer changes. You have a Matoli on the 5 horse, the one who's never been in the money.
That's how we
5.
look at Vito's comment, Oldie.
So I probably, even though it's a money burner, I would probably take a shot on the 3 or the 7 here against those 2 favorites. The 3, it's a different trainer. He's 0 for 0. Second time for just like 1 for 1. Second time with the horse. But in this kind of race, I'm not taking 2-1 or 6-5.
I mean, it's a brutal claiming race.
Let's see what the race sim has to say here.
Well, that's I thought the 4 gets back. It's burned money, but it does have speed, and this is a bad race, Oldie. I mean, the 5 cruise rides, so he's usually one. I think he might have won the jockey title last year. I don't know who's leading this year. I haven't followed it very much this summer, but Benny Bucket's the 4. I mean, you're getting the right price too. I mean, it was the morning line favorite, but you're getting EquinEdge says you should get about 7-2. So
let me ask you guys a question though here. If I sort by pace number, there's 3. These are cheap horses, and there's 3 similar paced horses here.
Yeah.
Do we think? I'm leaning towards 7, just because of trip here with this pace. So I think they'll stop based on potentially going up against each other and wearing each other out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Krieger takes back. I mean, he's been riding first in Endeavor for the last 3 starts. Rocco Bowen. I saw Rocco riding somewhere the other day. I don't remember where that was. I think it was on Wednesday. But you can only my point of that, when Rocco rode 4 back, but they were sprinting at 6, he took back. So, I mean, it's the price play.
Yeah. GSR is bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just rough because this is near. I don't know if they run a 25 maiden claim. I think they run a 25 claimer, maybe. I don't know. This is near the bottom.
I'm going to try. I'm trying to figure. I'm going to try 7 on top and play a 3, 4, 5, 7 over 3, 4, 5 exacta. So one of the speeds hangs on.
The six is going 2 turns. It's only 3%, but it's a similar trip maybe as the 7. You get Juan Gutierrez, who won the leading jocks all time, very late in his career. I thought he actually retired, and he's still riding, obviously. Great trainer, great jockey, and only 3%, but
it does have a 2 of 19 and is lightly raced.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Juan has rode there. Juan actually rode the first horse I ever won. I have a picture actually right around here, but the first horse I ever owned that won, Juan rode. He rode Emerald for a very long time. With the 6, it's stretching out, so I think it's a little bit to the same angle, Oldie, of the 7. It's like, well, if all these horses just show speed up front,
yeah,
and they're cheap, and maybe the 6 is the trip, but it's only 3% on the race sim. What does it show? Oh, it has the horse way back. Never really running. That actually has it close to the pace at the first call.
Mm-hmm.
I have no huge preference.
Yeah, I don't have a strong opinion here. Chris, how's your pick 3 coming at Remington?
I just finished it, so we'll get to that right after this Emerald race. Let me clear this first and do a refresh. So,
and the answer was the morning line won out over the bad track morning line.
I don't know if you guys saw today. Let me just look this up real quick. I posted this, but of course, nobody had much to say because they didn't really get it. And it's one of our partners that we use to bring you these races. The father of simulcasting, Tommy Roberts, died today at 96 years old.
Oh, really?
He was the guy that brought racing into television era in 1957. In the 60s, he had races, worked a lot of the tracks of the East Coast, Tropical Park, Hialeah. He worked alongside Jim McKay, Howard Cosell, Al Michaels, and Jim Simpson. So icon in the industry. In 1983, he did a simulcast experiment, sending a signal between the Meadowlands and Atlantic City Racecourse. He later retained a license from the Nevada Gaming Control Board and formed a company to sell simulcast to Nevada casinos as well as international racetracks. That was the light bulb moment. In 1984, Caesar's Palace built a $21 million race in sportsbook. All those races were going there. Eventually, his son Todd upgraded the technology and rebranded the operations into the Roberts Communication Network. Every week when we show you these races, Roberts facilitates all that. Everything goes through Roberts. So, unsung hero that brought a lot of this, Tommy Roberts, lived a good long life at 96 years old. So, all right, let me get over here to Emerald as they're going to the gate, and then I'll tell you what I did for the Primetime Pick 3.
I'm playing the win play show on the 6 for the price, Oldie.
Yeah.
So
just
Brad
$2 to get some action.
Brad ended up hitting his Remington Park double at Woodbine for
Yeah, I saw-
2.5 to 1.
4 looks kind of turfy to me.
Penny Buckets stands in.
Well, there are no turf at Emerald, so
Well, there is on the inside. You just got to avoid the turf board.
Outside.
yeah.
There's still a rail.
There, I always when I went there, I was like, that's supposed to be a turf course on the inside there. They have like a true 8 furlong mile. It's
Mhm.
it's such a cool kind of track, but then everybody like, nah, everybody think that, but that was
going up.
not the plan. But it looks like you could have a turf shoot and then a small turf course on the inside.
Well, there's 216 of you folks out there in the universe watching us. So hit the like button. 167 on X and 52 on YouTube.
Well,
Our 6 is running.
Juan wanted to lead, and he cut people off, and then he looked around on his shoulder and wondered what was going on. But that's okay, Juan. Keep going.
It's always good to look around.
This the one's the one that took back.
First Endeavor from between horses next. A gap of 5 back to Rallified. They've just over 5/8 of a mile to go.
25 to 1. That's amazing.
24:35, and Red Memory
Got
is
the lead.
bouncing along and leads it by a half. The Golden Egg situated to
You
the
look at him
outside.
looking.
I had a $73 winner last Saturday, Justin.
Buckets back of the lead.
Really?
Nice.
Fourth by a length.
Wow.
Then comes First Endeavor and
On the lead,
Rallified.
held on.
Into the far turn they go. 3/8
All right,
of a mile
Scoot 6.
remaining. Red Memories at the inside, just in front. The Golden Egg, Thunderball
water.
Tried.
with every stride.
The Thunderball and the Golden Egg.
Back to First Endeavor, then
Tractor
back
being
to
activated,
Rallified. Now a
being
quarter
stuck
mile
to the back.
go. The Golden Egg at the inside recaptures the lead with Thunderball right there. Red Memories back to third. They come off the turn and run for home. The Golden Egg takes them
The
to
one
the
was
final
the horse
furlong.
that took back and
Thunderball
tried to
on the
do
outside,
exactly like we
Rallified
talked
coming
about.
on late. Red
Come on,
Memories still
6.
holding
Keep
Six.
going.
deep
Yeah.
stretch now. The Golden Egg trying
Get
to
up,
shake them off.
6.
Thunderball pressing late. It's the Golden Egg.
Oh.
The Golden Egg.
The
I was
Golden
hoping
Oh,
Egg.
he got it. He got third.
From Thunderball.
Yeah, give my
Red
money
Memories
back.
the
25 to
inside.
1, probably
Then
get
came
the
Rallified
$6
the
back.
outside. First Endeavor.
Well, you
Look
also
at
I
him,
think,
galloped
got the-
out strong too. That was a bummer.
Yeah.
His speed really holding though. You could see there. You can't close.
Yeah, it's tough. It's like Del Mar. All right, my pick 3 is this: 147 with 2346 with 145. I played that for I think $2, and then 4 all 4 for $4.
Okay.
You'll look at this
Yeah, I
4 here out here at Remington, right at the EE morning line, which was 10 to 1. The problem you have with Remington is there are no rolling doubles. So you don't know, like early, the second race, there was a 10 to 1, 6 to 5 morning line EE horse, and it was paying 22 to 1 on the double. Didn't win, but we won't know if this horse is hidden or not. But
So we are the same here. No 5, no 9.
correct. I'm signaled to the 4 and the big 4 also.
Oh, okay. And that 6 almost got up for second.
Yeah, I'm hoping the 4 blows the break here. It did not.
What happened to sound?
But the 8's showing the speed I was hoping to see there.
Tracked then by She Sky's the Limit and San Mateo Cat. Halaga at the rail is 4th. Tight quarters for Mission Bell. Has to check a bit into the first turn. War Music after that. Staying inside is Gastown. The trailer wide is Hourglass Figure, about 8 from the
I
front.
like the 4 outside
Around
of
the
the
first
8
turn of the
for
back
sure.
stretch. Up front, it is Fayette Blue by a half length, pressured by
That
She
one's
Sky's the Limit.
ranky, man.
Halaga now is
Yeah.
third. Put up in the air just inside.
Probably needs
of
the
battling
teeth
San Mateo
floated.
Cat from
Usually when you
4th.
get that head
2.5
high
more,
like
War
that,
Music moving outside.
they got
Mission
teeth
Bell.
issues.
Another 2.5 then.
Hmm.
Trailing Gastown, and Hourglass Figure tandem. So they're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 with less than a half mile to go.
I too.
On the backstretch by
There's
half
the
length
4
still.
looking behind
It's
him.
Fayette
You see
Blue,
that?
Sky's
There.
Limit, Genius
It's
Remaining
like
right
fucking
there.
look
San Mateo
behind
Cat
Friday.
orange, looming third just to the outside with 3 furlongs left and starting to move outside of Halaga into the far turn. War Music outside of Mission Bell, trying to find more. Gastown begins to creep up from the back, leaving it to Hourglass Figure with a quarter mile to go.
Come on, 8.
On the lead,
Keep
hugging the rail,
going.
trying to
No
hold
way,
on.
8.
It is Fayette Blue, but she skies the limit, turns it up,
Well,
and
yeah,
takes
you
the
have
lead.
the
But San
4. I
Mateo Cat
forgot.
is coming on as well. Furlong to go in this first turf of the season. She skies the limit is there.
4
Here
gonna
comes San
win.
Mateo Cat. Farther out, Mission Bell. Gastown finds a seam and is coming on strongly. Final
Too late.
furlong. It is She
Yeah.
Skies the Limit pulling away. She
Let's
skies the
hope
limit.
that morning
by
line
length and a
holds
half
up.
on top. Gastown second.
Even if it holds up
For show.
at half those odds of 12 to 1,
Mm.
that would be super.
What was the odds on that horse though? 2 to 1 or something?
4 to 5, but the morning line was 12 to 1.
Yeah.
And the horse was
yeah,
1 for 9 at the distance going
I
into
know.
this race.
No. All right, let's see. Where are we at here? We got 7 minutes, which is like 12:13 to Charlestown. You want to move back to go jump to the future, Oldie, and see what we have, things you want to talk about tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about dodging a wrench for sure in the Grade 3 Bold Venture Stakes with Patches O'Houlihan.
I mentioned this on the show last night. It's like no deference to Frank Miramonte or any of the other track announcers, but nobody says Patches O'Houlihan better than Robert Geller, right? It just, the way he does that with his accent, it just fits. You got to believe this horse is going to be tough. I know it's, Captain Obvious here, right?
Yeah, and I know you guys like the 6 who has that 8.
No, I mentioned this in the coaching class tonight. All of us on the EE side were on Patches. All of the HHH folks was on
Play me a
was
tune.
on the 6. And Matt Miller just shows up. I can't believe you guys have a show going on. How many people are watching? Yes, Matt, we are, and we'll get to Charlestown for the finale here. So if you have some scraps to spend, we'd love to hear your opinion on it as well. But right now we're talking Woodbine tomorrow, and we'll get back to Remington in a bit. Go for it, guys.
And have we heard at all whether Ironstone's going in race 6 or race 7? I'm sorry, race 7 or race 8? I'm going to take that as a no.
I have no idea. I don't know.
But all right, so Patches, longtime friend of the show, many-time winner at Woodbine at 6 and 6.5. Grade 3 winner. You have Border Town and Play Me a Tune. Play Me a Tune, lightly raced. Big step up in class here. And you have Ironstone, who, ran in a grade 2 on the turf last time out, does get an increase in GSR here. But for me, and on the east side, we like Patches. What do you think here, Justin?
I hadn't looked at this race until right now. I was looking at Ironstone on the move back to, they're coming off the turf.
Yeah.
I mean, racing a grade 2 and ran well, and then cuts back to 6.5. So this
One
is
of the things we don't know is whether that horse is going in this race or going
Ironstone.
Ironstone's cross-centered in the race 7 and race 8.
I got you. That's the one you were asking about. I mean, that's where I was looking right now. I mean, mainly on the race sim. I mean, so has Patches had, I mean, you look at all these wins and 8 for 10, but they've been fairly cautious, right? I mean, they did drop into a grade 2 and didn't run. It has won 2 grade 3s and then won a stakes last out. But to me, this is, I thought, a tough race, Oldie. And even First Empire shows up as Scotty Longshot from his pace perspective. I don't know. If I really had to pick somebody, I'd probably pick Ironstone, to be honest. I haven't really handicapped this race that much, but I think Patches might be vulnerable here, to be honest. I mean, going to 6.5, has won at 6.5, but
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks to be a much tougher race than that last race. And then, did barely win 3 back at 6, did win at 6.5 fairly easily, but I feel like the 7 might, I mean, the 7, I don't, is, no joke, second off a year-long layoff though, but I think Ironstone, that's where I go, Oldie.
All right, so you're on Ironstone. All right, so if we move to race 8, and this was one where we were on Cruden Bay,
Oh, sweet. Thank
the
you.
one horse, hoping that Ironstone and Secret Reserve and War Bomber are all kind of slow the 8, who is at 4 to 5, but may not be as an 8-year-old. Did show form last time out, but I don't know that this horse wants to go 8 furlongs at 8 years old, and has been in some really excellent races, but when it doesn't get the lead, is vulnerable and has had a habit of, it has broken slow the, kind of the last 3 out of the last 4 times. So we were thinking maybe this horse is
the
vulnerable
GSR
here.
drops too, though. I mean, this
Yeah.
horse has been sprinting.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does have a grade 2 win at the distance, but that was in 2022.
I mean, that was also only a 6-horse field. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the lead was up by 2.5 at the top of the stretch. Yeah. Doesn't look to be, well, maybe. I was going to say maybe not the same horses back then, but maybe not actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been facing tougher, though, for sure, right? In running down in the states at Saratoga and Churchill and Gulfstream.
But, faced an allowance company at Gulfstream going 5 furlongs and didn't win there either.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, that is a 70. I do agree with you. First off, the layoff, but also then, I mean, that was the only time that horse has gone 5. Yes. I mean, that's probably maybe, I mean, look at the GSR is really low there too.
Yeah.
I mean, not
4 to
not
5
a great
for me
GSR.
Yeah.
All right, let's flip over to Charlestown. We got a minute on the clock there at Charlestown. Last race of the night. I know we're doing Charlestown. Why not?
I thought you were going to go to Century Mile.
We could go there too, but
Yeah.
we got a full field of 11 here at Charlestown. Who's going to bolt to the gap?
Oh my gosh. This is the last 4.5.
Mm-hmm. You
Speed,
got 2.
I guess. I'm looking at the 2, maybe. Or maybe the 5 or 7. The 7, the fave. The 5.
And then we will get to the late double at Remington Park after this race. Small batch Peerless. Very nice, Brad. Mike going with the trendy Angels Envy. Not a bad bourbon. I like it, but not my favorite.
What about the long shot here?
The 6.
Tuesday 2.
I mean, this may just be a 5, 6, 7. My confidence in the 2 actually breaking and being able to use that speed is low, but it is dropping. Or it was dropping, but it did drop here. And, couldn't get the lead last time out here either.
Trainer change though, Oldie.
Yeah.
Did get a work too. I'm going to the 2, but keep going.
I'm just going to play a 5, 6, 7 exacta box here. I
5,
think there's
7.
value on the.
Yeah,
on
but
the
if you're gonna play a 5, 6, 7, you should play 5, 6 for a couple of bucks, 2 or 3, and then a 7 with 6, 5.
You're putting way too much thought into a Charlestown. How to bet a Charlestown
No, but
race.
it just from a betting perspective. I don't care if it's Charlestown or this could be Saratoga, or you like a 5 to 1, a 10 to 1, and a 2 to 1. If you're going to box them, play the 5, 6 together, play the 7, 6, 5, and kind of work it out from there. Even if you key the 7 with the 6, 5 and play a 5, 6, if you hit the 5, 6, you're going to win a hell of a lot more money than you will if you just box it.
This is what David would describe as the difference between placing a serious bet and a recreational bet. This is a recreational bet for fun.
Well, sure, but if you're going to do that for $10 or $12 or whatever it is, Brad and Matt will tell you in a heartbeat, use that $12 of capital more efficiently to where if you get to 5, 6, you'll make more.
Yeah, I don't want to put that kind of effort into Charlestown to build out a pyramid and to
big time
to figure that out.
He's going to tell you it doesn't matter if it's Charlestown, Saratoga, Dubai, Ascot, no matter what it is, that's the way you got to do it. But Brad will also tell you it's a Friday night degenerate bet, so do it anyway. Right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, like I said, I'm with David on this one.
I'll beat you up tomorrow.
I almost hit both the early and the late pick 5 at Saratoga today. Just got bombed out in the last leg of the early pick 5, but did hit the late one. So I'm doing all right today.
All right. No worries there. There are 2 pick 6 20-cent bullshit bets tomorrow.
Yeah. I actually like the Gulfstream, the Gulfstream mandatory. I have 2 horses that I like as potential singles for that sequence. One is in the last and is, I believe, 6 to 1 on the morning line. At Gulfstream, we'll take a look at that in a few minutes here.
You know who else likes the Gulfstream? You know who else likes the Gulfstream mandatory tomorrow?
No.
The computer-assisted wagering groups, because they can play it for the base.
For more than 20 cents.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Chuck Brower with a few spot plays from tomorrow. I'm going to take a screenshot of this to make sure I make notes on this, because Chuck, as an owner, 2 for 2 last 2 days, and a horse player there up in Saratoga with 50 years of experience. Write those down and add those to your notes.
But are those both in race 2?
All right, Justin, you got audio for us at Charlestown? They're in the gate.
Yeah, hold on.
I've done, Chuck knows I've singled his horses the last 2 days too.
Chuck with a little vodka running through the veins tonight.
Yeah.
I make it to the last leg of the pick 4 because I have all of the next.
Goes in. They're in the gate.
You do. I'm a little riskier in the next.
And
Which is a
they're
little
off.
different than I'm a little too
In the
much
nightcap at Charlestown, to a good level beginning. Key to the
One
castle,
gray
enjoying
horse.
the feet from
What
her
the
far
fuck
outside
out? They can
post.
beat you.
Lime Star, though, beats her to the punch. She now comes up to vie for the early lead. The gray Frosty Rhea right there in the thick of things, 2-2, along with Spirit on the wind.
Frosty
Then comes
Rhea
Miss
sounds like a
Intensity. She's in a
personal
crush
problem.
of horses there with another fine Juba and Amelia's Dream on the far outside. It's 2 more lengths back to Tuesday 2, who's joined further out by Miss Argentina. And I'm in charge now is at the back as they hit the far turn. The opening quarter in 22 and 3. Lime Stars on top from Frosty Rhea. A couple of long shots showing the way. And these two will come to the top of the stretch. Lime Star
Looking
with a
around
furlong
on the
left to
floor.
get.
That's
She's
smart.
in front by 2. Frosty Rhea swings into action. Out the center, Key to the Castle fights on. And then another fine Juba. 16th pole. It's still Lime Star. Lime Star at long odds. 27-1. The upset's on in the nightcap by 3. Lime Star over Frosty Rhea. Then Key to the Castle. She held on to third. And so
What was that? 1-4 exacta, only paying 635 to 1. So if
Horse
that was
is now-
a get-out race,
Horse has gotten the lead twice and won both times that it got the lead now.
Look at this exacta. 27-1 over 34 to 1.
635 to 1.
That would have been amazing. That if somehow,
Yeah.
but that's probably nearly. The 2 ran a good race, just didn't break like you said, Obi. Like the 2 get the lead, the 2 probably would have won, but the 1 get the lead, the 1 win. The 2 went off as the favorite, 4-5. What happened? My gosh!
Oldie put
Look at the try.
tomorrow.
The 48 to 1 in third place.
What did you say, Chris?
There in the chat, Gallup Brand tomorrow. Chuck saying Brad can type better than he can speak into the damn thing. Matt with a canceled bet at the 7 last minute. Knew that too would crash the odds. Willie Nelson, to all the girls I've loved before, thank you for joining.
I hear he's on the road
Arnold
again.
Downs, race 4. We got a field of 5 here. Something to pass the time until we get into the late double at Remington Park, which is in 10 minutes. We might even pull a Hastings race up tonight. You never know.
Yeah. You have a 54% horse in the next race that's 1 for 11.
1 for 11 and 54%
And
at the same level.
yes, that and not the morning line favorite either. The 2 horses, who's a money burner as well, is your morning line favorite.
There's $468 in the double pool.
I put it at $12 budget. I don't even think I'm going to play anything because I don't really see anything worth playing. But
I think he's talking about the Remington double.
Remington.
It'll get
Okay.
there, man. You got to give it some time, man. This is Remington Park. This is not Saratoga. That pool will be at like $1,200 in 3 minutes.
yeah, I don't know that I can play Emerald Downs their pick 4 here. I would maybe consider singling this 2 horse and praying in the last. 2 for 8 lifetime, top GSR, only over 50 or over 60. I'm sorry.
Matt's all in. Art Rodriguez is calling for some Ratama Park.
Is it
All right,
quarter horse? Quarter horse?
Quarter horse.
Yeah, 440. Oh,
Great.
it's a grade.
We got a
3
grade
stakes.
3.
A grade 3 looking pretty
Whoa,
worked
whoa.
out. Holy
Scotty
shit!
Longshot.
Look at this.
Scotty Longshot's top pace.
Yeah.
What happens to this horse in the race sim? The 10 win on the outside
All right.
post. 5-2 though.
10's
right,
over 7 at the distance, though.
All right, Art. We're pivoting to Ratama Park, the AQHA Texas Championship, 440 yards. We've got a field of 8 horses here, and the Scotty Longshot's the 1. Find us a winner, dudes.
I like the one. I like the
Yeah.
price. Let's look at the times.
The 10's
have any-
dropping. Man.
The 10 is,
Missed.
and the
The
10's
10
not even the favorite. The 5 is 1-1.
Even
Oh,
money.
wow.
And did win the Selma Stakes last time out, but at 350. Does get a GSR increase. Did almost win a grade 1. So it makes sense
Right,
that
Chuck.
this horse is your odds-on favorite. Or your,
Yeah,
Matt,
the
Matt, you
GSR
want-
goes up.
Hey,
Go ahead.
hey, Matt, if you want to start doing Korea soul races, I have a really good ROI there. So they go to like 4 or 5 in the morning. So Chuck Brower, good night, sir. Good luck tomorrow. Congrats on 2 successful days.
yeah, for sure.
All right, Retama Park. We've got 3 minutes to go here. Oldie is sold on the 1.
I wouldn't say sold, but okay.
Well, I mean, that's what you said. I like the 1. I mean, you're
Yeah, I
sold.
like the 1, but I'm not saying
Oh my gosh.
sold.
The 5 has the GSR increase out to 440, so that's obviously positive. But that horse is burned all that money. Ugh.
Well, all these horses are terrible breakers too.
Well, when you talk about 440, I mean, apolitical just horses is 5. The favorite is going to be right there.
Yeah.
I like DM Moon Pie at 9-2, not so much at 3-1. I would tend to go with Oldie's horse, the 1 here. I'm not familiar with this place on what inside, outside, what plays better, what plays worse. The 10 horse on the outside taking money, typical core horse action from the outside. But
the 10's dropping big time, Chris. If you look at the 440 races on the 10, I mean, runs in a 7-horse field at Sam Houston, 3 back in a 76, right? And then you go back all the way to these races at Lone Star and Ruidoso and running in 78s and 76s. I mean, I'm on the. I think I'd be on the 10. I do like the 1 though, Oldie. I think that if somehow the 5 doesn't, actually maybe the 5 can just get squeezed because it's quarter horse if it doesn't break well, and then it's done and it's 10-1.
Oldie, go to the race sim and just click the finish.
I'm playing the 10 over the 1-5, and then
Okay, so
I'm going.
Here's just a quarter horse tip when they're going straight. When you see that the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 9 all have the red arrows backwards, and the 3 and 10 don't, that's one of those signs. If you see the man with 2 brains when he asks his dead wife whether or not he should continue on with his new girlfriend and ask for a sign, that's the sign. There are too many going backwards there. So the 10 and 3 in my mind are the likely winners here. Now you can pair those up with other things and do options with vertical bets and whatnot. But the 10,
the 3 taking late money, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's it's right there. I mean, the pace, the tote board is telling you the same thing, which is obviously important stuff to look at. So you got to get some trio up here. They're going to the gate now.
I love the 10. I mean, at 4-1 is amazing in my opinion. I mean, you might get 5-1.
Well, the 3 is 7-2 here. This shit's gonna change quite frequently. There's only $4,300 in the win pool right now. So You know, Matt Miller bets, you know, a normal bet here, and that horse is 1-9. So there's that. I doubt he's playing Retama Park, though. I would be impressed if he is.
He needs to play the 10.
I feel like that was
Checkers,
almost
no
a dare
secret.
on your part to Matt. You know, why not the 9?
The 9, Uncle Ed's
I told
idea.
you why not the 9. The 9 at 0.47 back. When you look at the stretch and the start and whatnot, it's just not getting there. I get that it got a toss there. It probably got a flyer out of the gate. It drew off late at 400 yards, but the 440 GSR not going up and up. The win percentage drops. I don't want to parrot Scotty, but those are the reasons why not. So Remington getting ready to go, really?
50 cent exactas at base exactas at Retama Park.
Unfortunately, we spent too much time.
And they're off. Right in the center track, that's the 5. Pops first lady with a great break down along the rail. That's the 4s, and between those, that's the moon pie. They dash toward the finish. On the rail, that's the 4s in the center track. That is the 5. Pops first lady. Here comes
Come
the
on,
10.
10.
There's no secret.
Nope.
Here's the wire.
Not 5
Pops
10.
first lady or winner.
5-10-3.
For second between the 3 Dia Moon Pie and the 10.
Yeah,
So
moon pie.
pretty much like what I just told you. The 10 and the 3 were right there. The 5 ended up getting there. All right, guys, let's reset the deal here. Oldie, get over to Remington.
All right, so
a Dutch double Remington 1294. He's looking for an even price over at Remington. I will get this race up here so we can show it.
Only you have the 4-6.
Yeah, they're in the gate.
I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Yeah, they're in the gate now.
6 took a lot of
Pull
money.
it up.
Okay, can you put it up? I'm having some. Oh wait, I got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
In the pink, Dr. JYG. John approaching. Mr. Omaha.
That was my nickname in college.
Also moving up, Gospel Hot Rod.
That was Chris.
Last one will be the 10 Gospel Comply. 7 of the 10 first timers to go 5 furlongs.
Yeah, Brad, we missed a little Remington late double. We'll do better next time. Again, free form stuff here, guys. It's after dark.
Good start. John away sharply. Also,
come on, John.
Moving well towards the rail. That's Whalen's Guitar now coming on strongly. Booze in the blender to threaten John up front. They'll battle for the lead now with a half mile to go. Gap of 2 to Booze in the blender to the inside, or that's Whalen's Guitar, I should say. 4th outside is Big Kitty as they make it to the turn. Gap
I think John's cooked.
to Mr. Omaha. John blowing the turn.
John
way outside, scooting through at the rails to get to the turn. 1,000 chances. Dr. JYG trying to find some run.
They
as well.
apparently
Moves
only
the
taught
blender
that
on
horse how to
top by
run in
3 with a
straight
quarter
line.
mile to go. Whalen's Guitar chasing in second is ahead better.
Keep going,
Then
3.
Big Kitty, top of the stretch. Mr. Omaha, distant 4th. It's Booze in the blender, trying to find the frozen concoction to hang on up by a pair. Here comes Big Kitty on the outside between them. Whalen's Guitar,
Well
Mr.
played,
Omaha,
well played.
flying outside. It is Mr. Omaha full of
Wow.
run. Whalen's Guitar, Big Kitty,
9
down to
gonna
these
get there.
3. Final 70 yards. Mr. Omaha outside,
Wow.
Big Kitty to the inside.
Wow.
Big Kitty.
That
Boom.
6 was game.
It's
Yeah,
a photo
good-
finish. Big
good-
Kitty, I think,
Good
hangs on
ride
to
there.
Mr.
Wow.
Omaha.
I thought the
Whalen's
9
Guitar.
was going to
Oh,
get
third.
there.
The 6
Well, we
really.
advanced.
Sorry,
Go ahead,
Brad. I
Eddie.
know that was part of Brad's double. That 9 would have been huge for him there, or not huge, but good.
Yeah, Brad, the 6 really held on.
And
Remington.
the 2 definitely got squeezed by that the tired 3 coming in there too. Just enough.
We really got the
Thought for
fucking
sure the
favorite.
9 was going to go by there.
We really got the favorite there. All right, super. All right, well, what do I have here? So, $1 pick 3, $3 pick 3, and $1 pick 4. Okay. All up to the 4 in the next for me at Remington.
And I got the 1 and the 4 in the pick 4 there.
Oh,
What an awful break on the 1.
yeah.
Awful.
Just enough on the 6. Okay, let's see. What do we have? We got 2 minutes to Hastings and 14 minutes to Emerald Downs. Hastings, we got a 5-horse field.
What do we know about the Hastings shoot?
No, it's
It's
the bull ring.
Yeah.
It's the classic 6.5 furlong shoot.
All right. My challenge to you both in this $4,000 non-winners of 3 lifetime race is, I don't care if you like the chalk, you want prices, whatever. Cold cock a trifecta.
No, thanks.
No, I'm serious. That's your turn.
The ticket generator, like the 451. So it has the 5 stopping, obviously, and the 4 coming over the top, and the 1 at 9-1.
Good night, Brett. Matt's going to hang out with us. He wants to see how this last race at Remington works out, I'm sure.
Yeah. So 4-5-1, I'd probably play 5-4-1 if you're going to make me.
I'm going to make you bet it for $1. $1.
It's $1 base. But, you know,
$5. This is scratch off.
There's 2 horses in this race that seem to like to finish third. That's the 1 and the 2.
Okay. These are just good mental exercises at 11:30 on a Friday night in the Eastern time zone when we have nothing else to do but wait for the last race at Remington. Which
I would rather look for a Hastings double if they have doubles, and they probably don't.
They do not. There's a pick 4 starting here.
All right, why don't we try a 20-cent pick 4?
Is it 20 cents?
Yes.
I'm playing.
So let's play for $1 here and see what we come up with.
I'm playing 4-5-1 try, Chris, for your what you asked. I'm
4-5-1
just going with
try.
the ticket generator. Yep. Okay.
Let's look
For
at
$1.
Hastings race 5.
I actually might play it for a couple bucks.
All right, so we'll play that for the 6 there. We're all but 1 in there, and we're single to the 7 here. Let's see. Seven, 8. Let's see, the 8. 52s.
Willie, we are not doing this.
This is bad. I'm going to single.
Go to the exacta pool if you're playing the 4 at Hastings.
Yeah.
Go to the exacta pool if you're playing the 4 at Hastings. Okay. There you go. I got an 80-cent ticket at Hastings for a pick 4. 5, 4, 6, 3, 6, 8.
That has to be the lowest pick 4 ticket Oldie has ever put out in the almost 5 years.
I feel like I need to add one horse to make it even so that it's $1
Yeah.
instead of. Am I wrong here? Like I have to find a way
I
to
think
make
it when they go to it'll go to $1.20 though,
Yeah, that doesn't work.
or
for me. I gotta-
$1.60. You gotta go to $1.20 or $1.60. You could add one horse in that leg, and that'd be $1.20, I think. Oh, you're gonna single there too.
I'll single there. Now I'm at 40 cents because
Oh,
I locked the.
You've gone down. This is better. You're at 40 cents.
All right, here we go. Now we should be able to get to $1. There we go.
All right.
3 singles, a spread.
Let's go.
5 in. They're
Whoa.
at post.
Where are we at? Hastings?
Berry Blues also on the outside. And towards the inside, getting away in third is BC Christie. Break of 2.5 now to Byzania and Peterson Landing. To the clubhouse turn they go, and penalty to Rangers is cleared off now. And leads it by 3. It's Berry Blue chasing in second. 2 lengths back is BC Christie in third. At the rail, Byzania and Peterson Landing. Opening quarter, not very fast, 23 flat. With at least 5. Berry Blue asked for more run in second. BC Christie third by 4. Then it's back to Peterson Landing in Byzania. As they raced into the far turn, the half was 46 and 1. Penalty to Rangers, the one to come and catch, leading it now by 4.5. Berry Blue, though, worked on in second. BC Christie and Peterson Landing. 1/8 of a mile from home, and penalty to Rangers has the lead now by 3. The lead is diminishing.
Oh,
Berry
no.
Blue trying to get to her late.
Oh,
Penalty to Rangers. Berry Blue. Penalty to Rangers will go all the way. Berry Blue settles for second. I think it's BC Christie third over Peterson Landing fourth.
do you have that one? That was your single, Oldie?
Yeah, what? How did it finish? 5-4. Well, who finished third? Peterson Landing.
Sorry. I think it was the 3 maybe. I
Okay.
didn't. Sorry, Oldie. I switched it off.
That's not important.
All right.
6 to 1 exact.
That's at 6
Nice.
to 1 exact. Nice.
Nicely done.
271 people watching us now. Hit the like button.
On
What
board,
do you-
unofficial winner number 5. Penalty to Rangers.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2.
12 minutes to Retama Park, 18 minutes to Remington. So you guys want to maybe spend 10 minutes talking about tomorrow instead of going back to Retama?
What do we want to look at here? Do we want to? You want me to show you one of the horses I was looking at Gulfstream tomorrow for a potential single?
Sure.
All right.
Bounce
So
around, man.
the last race at Gulfstream Park, the 2-horse, no deliberation. 6 to 1 on the morning line, 9 to 1 on the morning line. I don't get it at all. This horse is, and you'll like this too, Chris, 5 for 6 at the distance. So it is Peter Walder. I don't know if I trust Peter Walder, but this horse has been pretty good. And I had a note back in January that this was a horse for the course as well. It's running the same distance. SOR actually goes down. And if you look, so you look at, let's say, the 5, who is the top E pick here. And you see it's been in against similar and not winning in races that, so let's look at, let's say that 126 race, no deliberation, beat rolling on in that 126 race.
Oldie, going to interrupt you. That exact at Hastings was 6 to 1. And in is in the house. Let's find the late boom.
Yes. The Late Boom. That should be the name for the show. The Late Boom.
Right?
Why
That's a
not?
good one.
Right. We're gonna wrap up right before tomorrow starts.
Yep.
No, you're just on the wrong side of the country.
Some would
So-
say I'm on the right side of the country.
So I'm potentially looking at singling the 2-horse tomorrow for the in the Rainbow Six 4-set.
When on the race sim, it just has that wall of horses closing in this race. I mean, the 1, the 3, the 9, the 2, the 10. But it has the 6 stopping, which is, I mean, going to be outside. King Crab going to be outside the 5, which is is the other speed. See, I don't understand why this race shows up as a 56.
What
I
do
mean,
you think it should be?
Well, I don't really know. I just, when I look at the 6, this horse is coming out of like all mid 60s. And then I look at the 5, who is probably kind of at this level.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 4 and 9, I mean, the 4 is dropping pretty substantially off the maiden win. I mean, it's been with 3 different trainers.
And
The 9's
not
dropping.
really.
I mean, the 496, I mean, even the 8, the long shot is dropping. But you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these horses been racing in the mid 60s. But that's it's just my initial thought. I had not looked at this race at all. It's just, well, if the 5 and 6 go, and then, if somebody's coming off the pace, it's like, man, all these horses at the same time. But
Yeah, I mean,
that's the 5, the speed just holding, though. And the 8 is just a massive bomb.
the 5, though, pretty much never holds. It's held once in recent time.
Yeah, burned a lot of money.
Yep. I just feel like this is screaming 2 to me. 2 or 6.
That 6 is going to press that 5, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the 5 need the lead.
And if they go fast enough, I think it sets up for really nicely for the 2.
No, and I don't disagree with your 2 at all. Like, I mean, I'd have to look at this. I mean, Jaramillo riding the 5, you're probably going to have him on the front end. The 6 is going to be pressing with Zayas. I mean, Zaya's going to decide what to do. He might even get the lead. But the 6 did win on the synthetic last out, but had been predominantly racing on the dirt.
Yeah, and the other synthetic effort was not as good either.
I mean, that was only a 4-horse field last out, even though it was a 62.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was the favorite, but had been coming out of tough dirt races. There's a lot of speed, though. Like, they are going 5.5, but but I don't disagree with your 2. I just looking at, I mean, there's some other horses here, even.
And the other horse I like potentially is a single, and this is one we gave out for in the weekend preview.
Yeah.
Stakes preview for Gulfstream was the 4 Bethstream.
Hold on. Matt said, is it me or is Chris's American flag waving inside the house? And so, Matt, it's not just you. Chris does have a little flag back there that is waving. I think it's probably his AC or something.
It is Florida in the summer. It's probably a fan. Probably is a fan on too. And the other horse I liked in this field was the 8. So for me, it would be 4-8 at most in race 10.
All right. We got 11 minutes to Remington. Emerald Downs is about to go off. We can get out there real quick. They're gathering behind the gate and see if you guys can figure something out here quickly. Tom Harris is 5-7-1.
5-7-1.
Oldy, you don't like the
Are we still on Gulfstream, or are we talking about Emerald
Yeah.
now?
No, I was still looking at Gulfstream since there's this mandatory pick 6, but
I have the fan going and the AC is on. Just so you know.
Just
man,
don't see why
if this 4 doesn't win the race, best stream though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but so I get why. Yeah, okay, you keep going.
Yeah, I mean the 4 kind of crushed the 1 last time out as well. The question is, the GSR goes down at 7 furlongs from 8.
Yeah,
There
big
and
drop.
on Bluefield, the 2-1 horse for Safi. My question on this horse, it's 1 turn at Gulfstream, and I'm going to take a horse in the 8 post.
Well, I know they don't win from out there.
Right, exactly. That was.
Well, that's why
Right.
if the 4, I mean, wow. Huh. Okay. I have to look at this, I guess.
Mary quite contrary, maybe, but again, lost to the 4 last time out at 8 furlongs. It is, the other thing that I notice here is that Zayas is riding the 5 instead of riding for Safi.
Well, he gets off. He was in the 2-hole first off the layoff in that handicap. So
Yeah.
had one first on the layoff before, but has hit the board 13 out of 16 times for her. As a 5-year-old, ran 7 at Keeneland, 2 back in the Madison, and was just in way too tough.
But didn't embarrass herself.
Well, and 4 back ran in the grade 2 at Gulfstream at 7 and a 74, and then has faced this is probably the easiest 7 furlong that she's ever faced by far. And then you go back and look at all those wins. Wow, won 5 in a row at Gulfstream. and predominantly at this level, Oldie. So she's been facing way tougher at 7 and, does get into easier here.
Yeah, I mean, the question for me on this horse, there's a couple. Number one is that all the wins came with the trainer that this horse is no longer with. And it when it went to Shug and Fox, Plaza got 1 win out of it against 78s, which is pretty good.
Well, and has been facing similar level, but also tougher, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But is there enough speed to get this horse there as well? Because it's Gulfstream and it's one turn. It's very tough to win without a pace breakdown when you have no speed.
She was dominant back in 22 and then into 23, and then they just dumped her into grade 1 company, and she never been the same.
And she did win the 2 runnings of this Rampart, in a row. It's just, for me, it's a matter of whether if the 4 doesn't want 7 furlongs, that then, I think it's pretty wide open, and the 5 would be logical, but the 4 did handle the 5 pretty easily last time out. Granted, it was first off the layoff. The Plaza's pretty good off the layoff.
Yeah, they had her at 32% to the EE had her at 32% to win too.
And you
I
look,
still like her. I like her here because I'm just not sure about Beth, but also there's no speed, but maybe she can sit a little bit closer. I don't, like, but the pace number is so low here.
yeah, and the Zaya's is a significant upgrade from Panichi,
Yes, yeah.
but Zaya's rode last time out. This was Panichi's ride across several trainers.
For yes. Huh. I guess we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah.
We will. We will see tomorrow. All right, 5 minutes from Remington, guys, and then we will wrap up for the evening. Again, thank you all for joining for this inaugural. I don't know how many times we'll do this, but Remington will be running Wednesday nights. Might be a good night to do things, Justin, on your time zone. Friday nights may be difficult, but they run Wednesday through Saturday in the late evening hours.
What time do they run on Wednesday?
They're going to start probably, if we did like the late card there, you're probably looking at like 6:30, 7 o'clock your time.
Matt likes unload.
All right, 4 minutes.
Unloading on unload, which is why unload is 3 to 5 right now.
So I will give you my try here. I just plugged that in. It is 415 over 156.
So they faced each other in the Cornhusker, and there was the 4 won easily, or didn't win easily, but beat the 1 pretty easily.
Yeah, the 1 didn't run last out.
Yep.
Why? Was on the rail as well.
Matt
was a lot tougher.
Unloading on the 4. Unload.
Yep. Like I said, that's why it's at 1 to 2 now.
Mm-hmm. Or
I was thinking about this earlier when I saw you make the comment about Stuart Elliott. Neither Ortiz brother has a Derby win, but Stuart Elliott does.
He sure does. And
so does what's his Sonny Leon.
Yeah. Well, Sonny Leon doesn't have a Preakness win, and Stuart Elliott does.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. He Triple Crown, man. It's Marty Jones.
Yeah, see, that's before my time. Hey, that's before my time, but I know.
Tom Durkin went out and marched out at the rail before they put the secretariat pole out there because he thought Smarty Jones could have beaten the record. And if you watch his last race with California Chrome that he called, I mean, he took those headphones off and threw them at the window, retired, and then, of course, the following year, Larry Colmus called American Pharoah as the next Triple Crown winner. All right, 2 minutes, guys. Here, like I said, I'm 4-1-5-1-5-6 here.
All right.
On top in the pick 3s, pick 4s, doubles, all that kind of good stuff. So Good luck, everybody. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Look, we've got 275 of you on here. 233 of you are on X, 41 of you on YouTube, and one of you is on, I don't even know what that is, Oldie. Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. Twitch is kind of what you get when you've been nipped at the wire 100 times tonight. So 3 to 5 on the 4. Steve Stewart, probably a likely winner here.
They won a lot of races together, huh? Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Man. Who was I looking at the other day? It wasn't Ricardo, it was somebody, but it wasn't with Steve. I can't remember who it was, but it was a very high, and it wasn't Zayas and Safi. I can't remember who it was now, but it was a very high number.
People
781 is a lot for a year.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's crazy.
People waiting to see if we get a laugh that Crash and Burn on the 4. I've got a poker tourney starting at 12:30 Eastern. So I will be pivoting to that. As I told people on the coaching class today, Justin, I had a tourney last night, flopped quads, pocket deuces, deuce, king on the flop. I just kept calling. There were 3 people betting. I was
my gosh.
I was on the button. There was an all in and another all in before it even got to me. So I made a little speech and then flipped over the quads, and they were not happy. Pizza after
what did they have? They must have had like king, queen, and ace, king or something.
The one guy had pocket kings, so he had kings over deuces, and the other guy had pocket tens, so he thought those.
He just didn't believe anybody, or what?
The tens went all in. The kings called,
yeah,
and then I crushed them up. So
whoever had the kings, that's brutal.
None of that means anything to me, just so you know.
All out of pizza, Willie. We'll be shutting it down soon. Like I said, I got a 2-hour tourney after this, and some work to do in the morning, and then we'll be with you guys tomorrow. 1 p.m. show starts. Oldie and Justin. I'll be on at 2. David Harrison 3:30. We'll go through the whole fun day of stuff.
Should be a great day of racing. There's some really competitive races.
Good approaching the gate, set to load.
Good races at
Governor's Cup.
At Woodbine and Gulfstream that we can actually show.
Yes, Willie, 12:30 Eastern. I'm playing with guys on the West Coast. We play on replay poker. We're going to start that soon. We don't have the time to do it now, but we can play online, and then everybody can be like on a Zoom call and interact and talk shit and do all that stuff. So coming soon, especially when Justin's kids are in school. He can play late nights. We can play Omaha. We can play all kinds of fun stuff. Right now, we're just doing like $20 a person, just for fun. Okay, here we go. The last race. Almost got 300 of you on. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell button. Join us tomorrow.
All in.
All in. See, poker.
They're off in the Governor's Cup. Quick start. Unload, has it by a head early on, but right there without a trace to the outside, pressing on is number 1 Dude as they approach the line the first time. Mind That Star inside takes 4th. The back 2 forced ranking, and the late running Paluxy trails 5 off the front as they move into the first turn. It's Unload now over to the rail, and Bobby Noses without a trace. They have the lead into the bend, wide into the turn. That is number 1 Dude holding on to 3rd, a long neck better than Mind That Star, who needs room inside and has to take up a bit. After Mind That Star, trying to find through between runners is Forced Ranking, and nothing yet from Paluxy as they get to the backstretch. And up front, with 5.5 furlongs to go, it's still Unload. There by half length. Stuart Elliott takes a peek. No one coming either way right now. Pressured a little bit by without a trace. Number 1 Dude, bomb to the outside. 3rd, only a length and a half back. Mind That Star reserved in 4th now, running freely without traffic issues. Gap of 2.5 more to Forced Ranking. And then Biloxi staying clear with a half mile to go. Going to the far turn. Unloads, been there throughout without a trace. Tries to keep up. Still just a neck back. And to the outside, number 1 Dude asks for a little bit more by Aramia. Mind That Star has some run and energy to the inside. Just needs some room to get it going. Midway through the turn, well back then to Biloxi, who begins to inch up. And forced ranking dropping the other way. Quarter mile left in the Governor's Cup. It is Unload. There,
the rail might open.
Make it 2 to the top of the stretch without a trace. Reaching down, trying to find more. And up the rail, here comes Mind That Star.
Look at the one up the rail.
In the Governor's Cup, Unload. Pressured from the inside and outside. Is game under Elliott. Mind That Star.
The 5.
Trace coming back on without a trace. Look to give it up early. In the top of the stretch, battles back. Unload, digs in for more.
Wow.
That's 2 of those in a row.
Wow. That was crazy in the sequence.
All right. Got the try. Happy with that. 4-5-1. We will
boom, as Matt said.
Matt
that was a good
happy.
boom. I still think I lost like $20 because it only paid $80 it only paid like $70 even though we beat the that 1-9 because the other favorites.
Yeah.
Boom, Matt.
That's all right.
Definitely agree with that. Successful night for the Matt Miller with us.
That was great.
Gutsy win from Bill. We will take it. Thanks for joining us for the
winning's always a good thing, Chris. Any way around it, Oldie, we still win.
4, 5, and the 1 there. We will take
as
it.
Jesse Ventura used to say, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Who the heck bet that horse?
Unload.
That's the 4 to 5 is the last
Governor's
minute.
Cup over a game without a trace, number 5.
Matt Miller with a major
31,
score. Matt, happy that you joined us.
Number 1 Dude.
As I mentioned last at the coaching class, we will have Matt Miller and Brad Anderson on a week from tonight. Mike Saletta with a boom pick 3 for $5 and $2 try mini boom. But Matt and Brad Anderson will be on next Friday on the coaching class. We'll go through the Travers card, and it should be a lot of fun. The following week, we'll have Noah Mager on from the HHH Racing Podcast. He is killing it with his Del Mar picks. 4 to 5, over 8 to 1, over 7 to 5, over 6, 14 to 1. I could have easily had that damn try. My try was 4 over 5-6. 1-5 or 1-5-6. So not too shabby. Mike, good luck tomorrow in your contest. Good luck everybody else. Yeah. Justin, Oldie, I will see you tomorrow afternoon. You guys will kick it off at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
I will. We'll figure out the logistical stuff. Hang out, and I think we will end the show now. Let me go find.
Thanks, everybody. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, fun stuff, guys. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.